Hello YouTube, hey, this is Bill Covert here. Want to do a little content of my service truck. I'm a road service, so I'm not like you big boys that the ag guys and the equipment guys where you're out taking out components, taking pieces apart. I'm more a glorified service station. I go out, I get freight moving fast. So it's all small jobs. Sometimes it can get a little bigger, but most of the time it's just quick things to where you get the truck to move and get the freight to move. So there'll be some differences of tooling and things. Now, used to be in the early years, I did a lot of overhaul, heavy work, and I have some of those tools. But let me take you on a little tour here and show you what I got. Let me get you the camera off of here and we'll go at it. So inside we got one of the most important tools. That is a set of ears. Now I just oh well, it's just a set of electronic ears. I can't hear anymore, so I use that for air leaks. If I pressurize intake systems, I can hear the air leaks out of small leaks. So this is a real important tool for when you're when you start in your fourth quarter century of life. So that's my console again. That's kind of handy, that wood thing. Up front, I got a couple DeWalt lights, sack of batteries. Can't find any place to put them. I got a tap and die set, some Tecton, some old Cummins literature in there. So go here to first compartment. And I work out of a tool tray. This is a very special one. I built it in '88. This piece here, that saved my life. That's the closest I ever come to dying. Was one of those days where you're really, after 2 or 3 days of working really long hours, the guy wanted me to put on a brake drum for a driveline brake. Well, you get a spring brake guy that never works on hydraulic brakes, and I didn't chock the wheels. So once I took that driveline loose and I saw that thing start to bend, why, I had a real sick feel in my stomach. This stopped it. But if I give you the details, then I got to tell you the story about the truck, the Ryder truck I was changing the clutch in Merle Haggard's favorite restaurant parking lot several years ago. Then I'd have to tell you about the time Kenworth wanted me to change a clutch, and I was under there, had driveline out, took the shift tower off, and the shift tower went forward, and it hit perfectly the yellow spring brake release valve, and me and the truck were rolling out because Kenworth built a 1-inch degree slope in their floor so they could wash it out with solvent and then hose it out the door. That was a while ago. They don't do that stuff anymore. So anyway, here's let's see, man, I guess I'm in the wrong spot here. Try it this way here so we do. So basically there's it's just some basic tools. A couple guys of I use 7/8 and a 1-inch wrench quite a bit, and these Protos, they're special. They went through a forest fire, so you got to use those guys. Cotter pin tool, I use that a lot. The best ones were the Sears and Roebuck ones, but they don't make them anymore. And my the Ratchet, me and it, why, we've done a lot of work. This guy, I had the flex head snap on, but it wore out, so it got replaced with a gear wrench one. I like this little guy, slick back drag, so you can get in small places. Then the rest of it, this is one of the most important tools here. It's a magnet. Its main purpose is to pick things up that you drop that land on the ground underneath the middle of the truck. Then there's just, there's a Tecton, and then the one I use the most often is the Snap-on. Probably the most important tool in this box is this one right here. And that is my caging tool for air brakes. I don't use the long 3/4 inch socket. I do a lot of brake chambers. It's one of the major things. Air leaks on trucks going down the road. So this does all the caging. Now recently I bought Milwaukee wrenches. This 11/16. This is just such a great wrench for brass fittings. So any of the brass fittings, this style or any other style, those Milwaukee wrenches, they really work good. So put that away. Now I want to show you the most important tool here. That is, let's see, can we read it here? Okay, get that side. That is Ching Wong Hung. That's burn ointment. I took and I burnt fire out of my wrist there. Had mechanics gloves on. Slag come in, got down there. You can't pull the gloves off. It just burns the hell out of you. Well, you put that ointment on there, half hour, an hour, pain's gone. Sleep all night, no problems in 2 or 3 days. Why? It's pretty well healed. So if you run a torch, you got a truck, you got a shop, you got a wood stove, you got children, do yourself a favor, go to a Chinese acupuncture place and get you some Ching Wong Hung for your burns. In here, why, we got all the little things that most everybody else has. This is kind of a handy dandy tool. You got it from Matco. You can reach in and get things. 1/4 inch drives. Why, I just what everybody else has got. Let's see, I use a Snap-on. And then I bought a set of, recently I bought some Tecton universals, tighter fit. And you got the old quarter inch drive I've had, the SAE. And the metric. And you got, your regular ratchets in there. I use this little wheel here quite a bit. One of the handiest ratchets I find is these little cheapy Titans. You get down in really tight places. Some of these I've had for, S&K had that thing for a long time. There's this one got a 3/8 head on it. Cute, never used it. Caliper. Then I got deep wells, and I got RBRT Allens. I got one wrench tool here for the Kenworth and Peterbilt guys. This is your Snap-on extractor. This is a 5/8, and this tool is for you guys that have to change the pack car plastic hose ends. That goes in the plastic piece that's left in the block. You kind of screw it in, it takes out the plastic piece. Now, you know what the difference between a road service mechanic and a shop mechanic is? Road service mechanic gets to change those when the engine's hot. So I bought myself a sleeve, because they are the ones in the pack car, they're broken, the back end, it's all braille. So anyway, that's the difference between road service and shop guys. Here's some 12-point S&Ks. Got them in 1966. Bought this 1970. $27.50. Max. Used them for a long time. Good stuff. There is some mid-links, metrics, mid-links, SAE. and my regular metrics. Use them for years. These guys here, got them at a pawn shop. Use them for a long time. Adapters. Then we got the impact metric, 12-point impacts. Got some SAE. I got 12-point 3/8 drive stuff, S&K. Things of mention. Had this guy for a long time. His main job is putting a 5/8 12-point, taking starter bolts off Cummins. Got a 10 mil for the air hoses. See, there's a driveline socket in there. This driveline socket we've used a long time. And the rest of it's just, adapters and what everybody else has got. The ratchet drawer. I used to use this thing all the time doing overheads on Cummins. It was the handiest wrench. I'll even use this little 1/4-inch one doing doors now and then on a Freightliner. This Easy Red. That's a good long flex. I like that. I tried the Tecton stuff with the releases. I don't like that. I think probably, the auto guys, you guys are looking down at your work. The truck guys, why we got our arm reached around the back of the motor, and if you're trying to put on a Dubrail, why you just can't take and do that snapping. So I've got that's a handy tool for hoses. I like that T thing. I've got my combinations. Had them for a long time, up to 1.25 inches here. This comes in real handy. These are had for years. That's my metric combination sets. I put them on these little wire things. That way I keep wrench families together. This is my gear wrench belt tool. Notice it is not in a blow molded case. And I got a set of these wrenches. I thought they were pretty cool. I like it for adjusting clutches, adjusting brakes. They're just very handy for that. And then there's some of the rest of that Milwaukee set. It goes up to, what is it, 1 inch or something like that. Then down below that, this is, let's see, man, me in the shadows here. Sunshine. Okay, this special tool here, that's a scraper. That's a planer blade. We live in sawmill country way back when, and so all the guys used to have their scrapers were various sorts of planer blades. And that's mine. It works real good. Here is a really screwdriver I have used. You used to be able to get, a set of Mac screwdriver wood handles for $6. This is the very best screwdriver to run an overhead on. You do your valves and injectors. It's wood. It grips the right size. I mean, there's not a better tool around screwdriver to run overheads on that. I got a few of my old snap-ons that I had. Lost my nice ones, so the others I got now are Carlisle's. Pliers, stuff that most everybody else has. I like this long snap-on set. They're pretty good. Of course, I got the cable pliers. I've got the Bendix slack adjusting tools. I bought these recently for releasing clips on Detroit diesel metering valves for the diesel doser. Reach in there because you don't have to spread the handles very far to get that jaws to move. So other than that, I mean, there's just, there's pliers in there I've had for long time. I've got new stuff. Just what can you say? Pliers is pliers. Let's see. Go down here, and so this is how I have my wrench families. There's SAs. There's metric ratcheting. I bought these Snap-on shorties when they first come out, expensive. And then then I saw in time when Sears come out with the shorties, so I got a set of those. And then there's the tubing wrenches that everybody's got. I bought a set of recently. I bought a set of these little stubby gear wrench ratcheting wrenches, and there's SAE ratcheting wrenches. So I'm putting them this way. You can just kind of everything. Families, they stay together. You can reach in there, you can grab them, and you can stack them. Here's my punches. Let me show you the most important ones that I use. Is that one. And where the hell I can do with that other one? So anyway, this one here, that's for chipping out bolt particles when you're removing broken bolts out of aluminum. You know, I've got broken bolts in aluminum. The worst ones I've ever done was CAT 3406 thermostat bolts. Man, one time night I spent all kinds of time. It was way up 100 miles from here and had to drill those things out and use an air drill. Now with these electric drills, I see that these electric drills, they just offer a whole lot more control. Okay, I just bought this. This is a store-bought set of drawers I bought here a couple years ago. Down in the bottom, why, it's just all the big stuff a guy would have. You can see it here. And I'm gonna have to get more professional. I can see. That's the tools that you got your big old, your big short handle sledge. There's two of them that are kind of special here. Comment, of course, use that little punch. This is a tool I made. 1 3/16 welded on a long bar to get this bed off, or get some springs on the old Ford this bed was on. It comes in real handy for disc brake mounting bolts on Freightliners and even GMC talk kicks. It fits right in there. Tight cramp, you can just take and stand on it, break them loose, stand on it, tighten them up. This is a cool tool. I use this for taking wheels off of duals off. I take the outer one, stick that in the bottom, and that way one hand on the top and a hook down on the bottom, and the wheel just slides out real easy. So that is the wrench compartment above it. That is important stuff. That's all fittings. These fittings we don't use them so much anymore. We got those brass ones there. We got these special ones. These are your SAE ones. There's more special fittings. Got some tools. There's some Allens in there. There's the Packard stuff. There's pipe. This is a very special compartment here. It has a, let's see, are you guys even able to see anything? It has some, it's got an 1.5" Mac socket, 1 5/16" and an 1 5/16" snap-on. Those were used for barring over Cumminses. And then you have a lot of hoses and some valves for airing up trucks. Different situations there. So that's the top part there. So let me kind of conclude this part here, and we'll start another clip with the next compartment. Thank you much.